Pascaline Lepeltier, partner in Rusty, New York in Manhattan, Master Sommelier, best French sommelier, and I grew up in the Loire Valley. The Loire River is extraordinarily important to the wine of the region for multiple reasons. It's a link between all these kind of sub-region we're going to talk about. The river is bringing so much in terms of the profile of the wine, of course, brings the freshness and the tension that is remarkable, but also the Loire had such an impact on the history and the culture. So the Loire Valley is really linked by the Loire River, is the identity of the region. This river is gathering 4 different sub-regions I'm going to talk about, and for each of them, the river was able to manage to bring the freshness that makes the wine so unique. The first one is the Pays Nantais, close to the ocean. Then we go upstream. We have a last vast region called the Anjou-Touraine. Then a little bit more upstream again, we arrive in the Centre-Loire. And then the river goes down from north to south, and we arrive to the Haute-Loire, the Upper Loire, in the Massif Central, the Central Mountains. These 4 sub-regions have very strong personality, and each of them grows different grapes because of the climate and the soil type. The first one is the Pays Nantais again, by the ocean. It's very Atlantic, it's very fresh. Here you find one really beautiful white grape called Melon de Bourgogne. The name gives you a hint, the grape comes from Burgundy. You will find the same tension, acidity and structure that you will find a beautiful dry white, but with a little bit more saltiness due to the presence of the ocean. Let's move on a little bit more inland. This is where you find the Chenin Blanc. Chenin, beautiful high-acid white grapes that can mix every style of white. That's fantastic. The second major grape variety you find there is a red one. It's a Cabernet Franc. On the eastern side of that region, the Touraine, the climate changes slightly. It gets colder and cooler. Let's go back a little bit more to the east again. You arrive in the kingdom of Sauvignon Blanc. If you know a little bit about the climate, the soil and the history, suddenly everything makes sense in terms of grape variety and style. The fantastic diversity of grapes and terroirs leads to very unique wine, and I pick, I think, 2 very emblematic for you to enjoy with me virtually. The first one is a Savonnière. Savonnière is an appellation of Chenin grown on schist. There, the Chenin is taking an opulence and a density that is very, very, very unique with a lot of quince and orange zest, lemon verbena hints. The wine can be drunk young, but it's also an appellation you want to keep for 10, 20 years, and you can pair it with no problem with meat. The other wine I picked is a Chinon. Chinon is the emblematic appellation of the region for Cabernet Franc. There the Cabernet Franc grows on tuffeau, a very specific type of limestone that gives beautiful chalky tannin and very elegant and distinctive red berry, slightly floral-like expression of aromas. Both are, I think, superb wine to enjoy now, but once again you can keep it for decades.